Yeah, good morning, church. Good morning. My name is Ijia. Thank you, Pastor Joe, for the introduction. Some of you might recognize me as the guy who likes to pace around the stage, and I lead worship left and right. Or I've heard someone call me the emotional one. But I'm unabashedly emotional, because when you meet the Lord, you cannot help but be emotional. Amen. At first, I was asked to write a testimony about my ordeal about 2 months ago in the hospital, just out of the blue. And I actually wrote a whole testimony on that. But I think one morning on my way to work, just meeting with the Lord on the bus, I felt convicted. I felt like there was so much more throughout 2023 I had to be thankful for. And just to share that one small portion would do His hands injustice. And so instead, I've written a small poem, just to as a testimony of God's faithfulness to me and around me through 2023. So may it bless you, and may it open your eyes to find the same hope I found, the same peace I found in Him as well. As I stand here today, I thank God. I thank God for university, for the brothers and sisters He gave me, to share life and love and suffering, memories fond, forever lingering. I thank God for prosperity, when I sought only His face and His city. In school and even today, He gave me more than I could ever pray. I thank God for keeping me grounded. Churning paper so my dad lay warded. Chauffeur, student, and son, it wasn't fun. But to the Father I could always run. I thank God for the times of loneliness. In my room as I journaled in solemn silence. For it was there I met the Father. He loved me like no one other. I thank God for the times of darkness. In sorrow, in heartache, in helplessness. For sometimes by day, it's so hard to see the light. But in the dark, it shines ever so bright. And I thank God for immense peace, even in the lowest of these. Though struck with pain, I could barely stand. His faithfulness would never end. I thank God for my worship team. Tired as we may sometimes seem, they showed me that serving need not be draining, but rather ever so fulfilling. I thank God for new mercies every day. No matter how far from Him might stray, His arms would still stay open to embrace my life so broken. And I thank God for His great love. I can never thank Him enough. It stretches farther than my eyes can see, to me, through me, to those around me. And I thank God for His living hope. With it, there is nothing I cannot cope. In life, in death, in sickness, or in hunger, I know I am in His arms forever. So as I stand here today, I thank God for never leaving me, His staff and His rod. But for those in the valley still struggling to breathe, may this song of ascent bring you reprieve. I invite you to receive the lyrics of this song and freely worship however you are. If you want to stand, you can stand. If you want to kneel, if you want to sit and just be blessed by the song, may you do that as well. Oh, how high would I climb mountains if the mountains were where you hide? And oh, how far I'd scale the valleys if you graced the other side. And oh, how long have I chased rivers from lowly seas to where they rise, against the rush of grace descending from the source of its supply. 'Cause in the highlands and the heartache, you're neither more or less inclined. Oh, I would search and stop at nothing. Oh, you're just not that hard to find. So I will praise you on the mountain, and I will praise you when the mountain's in my way. You're the summit where my feet are. So I will praise you in the valleys all the same. No less God within the shadows, no less faithful when the night leads me astray. 'Cause you're the heaven where my heart is. In the highlands and the heartache all the same. Whoa, whoa. And oh, how far beneath your glory does your kindness extend the path, from where your feet rest on the sunrise to where you sweep the sinner's past. And oh, how fast would you come running if just to shadow me through the night, trace my steps through all my failure, and walk me out the other side. For who could dare ascend that mountain, that valleyed hill called Calvary, but for the one I call Good Shepherd, who like a lamb was slain for me. So I will praise you on the mountain, I will praise you when the mountain's in my way. You're the summit where my feet are. So I will praise you in the valleys all the same. No less God within the shadows, no less faithful when the night leads me astray. You're the heaven where my heart is. In the highlands and the heartache all the same. Oh, oh. Whatever I walk through, wherever I stand, your name can move mountains wherever I am. If ever I walk through the valley of death, I'll sing through the shadows my song of ascent. Oh, whatever I walk through, wherever I am, your name can move mountains wherever I stand. And if ever I walk through the valley of death, I'll sing through the shadows my song of ascent. From the gravest of all valleys come the pastures we call grace, a mighty river flowing upwards from a deep but empty grave. So I will praise you on the mountain, And I will praise you when the mountain's in my way. You're the summit where my feet are. I will praise you in the valleys all the same. No less God within the shadows. No less faithful when the night leads me astray. 'Cause you're the heaven where my heart is. In the highlands and the heartache all the same. Thank you.
Thank you, Ija. And now
Thank
coming
you.
in